Alright, so the first time I tried making a video of my Minecraft games that I made in the past little while, I went a little slowly, so now I'm going to try and hurry this up. So we'll start with one of my favorites. It's Connect 4, and you just have the different columns at different heights, and you have this side for the gravel pieces and this side for the sand pieces. So you just take turns. So let's say it's this person's turn first, so they'll go in column 3. And as you can see, it drops one in column 3. And then sand will go, we'll go column 4. Column 4. Drop one in column 4. Let's say this one wants to change things and go with 4 too. Alright, but you keep going like that until someone gets 4 in a row, just like normal Connect 4. When you guys want to reset the board, you just pull the lever. The pieces drop down deep under the ground, and pull it again, and it goes back so that you can continue to do your stuff. Simple loading thing, you just put your pieces up here and it's reloaded. So moving on to the next one, much faster than it was before. Wait, just like last time, I forgot to show you the redstone wiring, because this was complicated figuring out how to use the wiring without having them activate each other. So like when you click the 2 button, it activates like 3, 4, and 2. It was pretty difficult figuring out how to do that because it's in such a small space, and redstone wiring can only do so much. But eventually I got it down, and I got all the wiring hooked up in I wouldn't say a small space, but a fairly small space for what you can do with Minecraft. Now, moving on to rock, paper, scissors. You have one person on the blue side, one person for the red side. Already you can see the wiring it took for this small game. And basically what you do is you go in here when it's your turn, or you're on the other side or whatever, and you pick one. Rock, paper, scissors. And let's go with rock. Alright, and so it dispenses a piece of cobblestone right, oops, there, if you can see that. And then when you're ready, so once you've chosen, you just pull this lever. And then, well, let me show you on the other side. Alright, then when you are done, well, you don't have to wait for each other, but when you're done, you can see that the other person is ready on the other side if this light is lit up. And now this person will choose paper. It'll dispense a piece of paper. You pull the lever. You can see what the opponent got. They did cobblestone. I did paper. I win. And that's basically how that goes. It's very simple, but took a lot of wiring. Now this next one is also fairly simple. You see a couple versions of golf in Minecraft, but mine has little lights, which I haven't seen yet, but I haven't really looked. So it's very easy to play. You just pick up a snowball. You can just use one. I'm just going to use a whole stack though. And you stand back here on the snow piece. It tells you what par is, what hole you're on. Then you throw it. Alright, and then and then you go over to where it is, pick it up, you throw it, gets in the hole, light goes on. Very simple to play. Very simple to follow course too. Hole 1, hole 2, hole 3, etc. Hole 3 is that way. Hole 4, etc. You have sort of stuff. If you go off the course or not on the ice, you get +1 to your score. You got a nice little windmill. Some very simple courses. See obstacles such as water, throw it too far, and boom, it's gone in the water. Alright, so finally, I'm going to turn this down because it's bugging me how loud it is. Because I can hear it way louder than my voice. I don't know about this, though. Alright, finally we got, there's my old chess set, but I made a new one that I may or may not show one day. Match game. It's just like when you take a pair of cards or you know, a deck of cards, and you lay them out a certain way and you try and get matches. So you pick and you flip over 2 cards. or in this case you flip 2 levers, it opens up the levers, see there and there, and if it's a match you get the points. If it's not a match, you gotta flip them back up. Alright, so I labeled these the way math quadrants are labeled because it's the simplest to remember, because you don't have to remember anything but, hey, this is like math. Which is probably not a cool thing you want to remember when you're playing a game, but hey, and if you don't know it, hey, you're going to learn something. Alright, so quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4, when you're standing in the center like this, it's set up the same way. Your top right corner over here, this is quadrant 1, and this would be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, which open their respective doors. Hold on 1 second. It likes to rain here for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, and you can, it just goes on and you like, okay, I want that one, which is white, and I want this one, which is also white. So hey, look, I just got a match. And so you leave that on, and then it goes to the next player's turn, or your turn if you play like that. And I left the wiring open so that you guys can see this, because this is easier to cover up than that. Just like Connect 4, I didn't build the rest of the building so I could show you the wiring. Here's all the redstone wiring. From here it looks simple, but when you go back here, it took a long time to do this. Fairly complicated back here. This took a long time to figure out how to do. But I figured it out. I stayed with it, and I didn't give up, and I eventually was able to get it to work fully without messing up at all. So I guess if you really wanted to too, you could either like flip on all those levers, change all the wool types to change the matching board so people don't memorize it, or you could do it from back here, which is a little bit harder, but also doable. So that's it for this one. I hope you liked my games. Stay tuned for other videos. Hopefully I'll be doing another how to speak dragon language soon. So stay tuned. I'll see you next time.